we want to follow the farm business. We want to see it grow, and we want to help expand it. I mean, if we had 20 of this here, then we're looking at
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
Is it too big for it?
Maybe because of the birds, they are afraid.
He's trying to get to the
Rolex. Have you gotten like?
Ebe mo bi bia kwaba ba +1 TV. Video abehwe eye na na kwam bi dia ko Cheddar. The Newforce, the campaign tour no one of the regions war Aflao eye so gwakope side. Na bebe wodru bia no or try say obe establish it, obe help it, the youth with their vision, especially on the farming side. Nti ekobole or donate some guinea fowl for empanimfo a omani afia omitima guinea fowl for them to grow. Na omabe bibrebe. You drew shatabando krum or donate a goat for empanimfo say omo enyen na omabe bibre. Just say what baby bedru biano or try to establish or try to say obey BB, especially the farming side, no, because our interest of farming side for say a boy youth, no. So why fish farm or don't need ama whole youth and say omo mani nkoso na omo nye fishy e mani baby bree na why willing say obe support it. Ebia na wo hwe ni videos ni bi na obohu bi kakra bi na odonate say bia guinea fowl and say chicken and say goat because na ye ade a say o che goat ni vision and say ni ideas of donating those things and say animals enye just tra o hwe ni tra obohu ni tra so I share the vision in the videos, small part of social media. So now I'm thinking very deeper. You might think that watch goat in keke. No, because say say you be a farm. No be chow. Let's say 20 goat. Wa chow japade. We a farmer. Now obi chow 20 goats. Wa chow japade because 20 goats no when it da wa. Obi timi abenye 20 goats na be bree. No, watch out be 100 cities, 200 cities, 2,000. Obedi manasa, but watch out 20 goata. Obetimi amana be bree. Ama bo busuan kra. And that's the vision of the Newforce Cheddar. And I can be there wanamwa or buan crofo. And one of the policy and as any vision no any obey a fish farm mama to go copper for. And na abusia or okutwa sword. And as I sword for the fish farm or ye mienu. Na ye kind of watch the what I did see about Bibia and a fish in Bia was almost 500 million plus. Ebe can't enesikam 50,000 plus 50,000. 50,000 back see you with fish and everything names up small, yeah, and then 50,000 plus 50,000. Let's be honest. So the obe handle man a handle year. Is coming bree. Is coming bree. And say busia, go here what happened. Go here.
I just want to say that I'm happy to see you, Babala.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that I don't have my speaker or microphone there. Yeah. But can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Babala? I want us to change governance.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
This December, we have the opportunity, the chance to change this country forever and ever. I know the Votarians have. But I also want to tell you that Volta is one of the most beautiful regions in the country. And I know that coming this December, we are coming together to move whatever government that has enslaved us for the past 50 years together. So in Sogat Upper and this area, Dabala, we are putting a fish farming here for 2,000 fishes with young people to start fish farming. We do not promise. We do what we say. We do it even whether we are the president or not president. We're We're here to build Ghana, to help Ghana, to uplift the youth of this country, to support them and make them become a better. This is not the last time you're going to see me. And again, and again, and again. It's very, very simple. On the 12-month position, when you walk into that palace room, start counting the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want to say thank you very much.
You call them a finger.
Newforce.
Right. All right, so this is our first fish farm. I'm excited. Wow. So each one of these farms have 1,000 fish. This is supposed to inspire younger people and some people in this country that they can help create jobs for the youth. Once we are able to create these things ourselves, we will be able to expand the farms. And if it's 10,000 fishes in 3 months, I don't know how much a fish is, but that could be a big capital, right? What is the cost of a fish? Oh,
The minimum one.
okay. So that's 100,000 capital. Well, we invested quite about half of that to do this. So in 3 months, I think it's only going to be more profitable when it's volumes. And that's what we should inspire people to do. I hope the youth that are going to be handling this, we want to follow the farm business. We want to see it grow and we want to help expand it. I mean, if we had 20 of this here, then we're looking at 20,000 fishes every 2-3 months. And that by 50 or 100, it's quite a huge capital, huge sum of capital to replicate the business and expand the business. Are you guys excited? Have you ever done fish farming? Let me ask, Madam Doctor Isaka, have you done anything like this before?
Yes, yeah. I mean, about 20 to 30 years ago at home, we had a fish pond.
Okay.
We had actually a swimming pool that became dysfunctional, so we decided to use it as a fish pond.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, for a while we had a few fishes in there.
So that was a fashion
So that was
fish pond.
my first
Business,
yes,
right?
with a fish pond.
Well, I have never had anything like this, and I'm happy for whoever that is going to be managing this because, you know, I see it as real business. What do you say, Madam Ruby?
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't seen this before. But I think it's such a great initiative.
Thank you.
Yes, it's a great start. And I hope the people going to manage it will see the potential in this and grow it.
Well, before we cut the short, can we see some of the farmers?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he is stationed on the farm. Yes, yeah, three of one, two, and one Ogaga. Yeah. So we help with the setup. I'm in conversation with Isaka. So we are planning to set up a training program whereby market days and maybe weekly we announce on the TV stations. So we announce at the radio stations and probably the market centers so that people will get to know. Call my number. Call my number, and then we go on with the training program.
Okay. Achu, you want to cook the fish later, or you are going to farm it? Achu wants to speak. What do you want to do? Give him the microphone. You want?
No,
I will take good care of it.
We will take good care of.
Okay, thank you. For our first 2,000 ones, they grow. I think they sort of.
Yeah, they get very big. If they consume 1 kg of feed, they will be 1 kg.
Okay.
So per weight, for 1 kg it was around 70 cedis to 100 cedis.
Oh.
Some can even go more than that, more than 1 kg. Yeah, the very active ones will eat more than 1 kg, so they will grow bigger.
All right. So let's say 3 months. Let's just give ourselves 3 months that we're going to sell and buy another 4,000 fishes to expand.
But for 3 months, it should be around 500 grams, not 1 kg. For 6 months, it will get to 1 kg. Then the harvesting can be done. But the market the market women, they will come at every stage, depending on the size. Some prefer smaller sizes to bigger sizes. So,
Yeah, but the smaller the size, the smaller the money, right?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking from the business perspective. I think that, you know, it's the capital that is invested to put this. If it's doubled, that means the farm can be doubled.
Yes.
Okay? But how do we also pay Achu and his crew? Because they can't also stay with this 6 months and then everything goes back into the fishes again.
Yeah. Okay, so for the first harvest, we can keep them to 6 months. Then we sell and get the capital plus more and reinvest in it.
And expand.
Yeah, and expand.
But we have to remember that we will still have these 2 tanks.
Yes.
So all we're going to have to buy is just fish and food.
Yeah.
And I think that could take us to 6 if we're able to sell in 6 months instead of 4.
Yeah.
And that would be a good farm, a good size. 6,000 in 6 months, I think, is a great achievement. But let's hope for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, are you guys gonna come together and let's cut the sword and bless this? Actually, make sure you join us too. Wait. Get a t-shirt for Achu. Get some t-shirt. In the name of the Lord.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Let's give them some more food.
Can you?
I don't chop them all.
They're gonna like me because they're gonna know that there's someone that gave them a lot of food.
Overfeeding is overfeeding allowed. No, overfeeding is not allowed.
Yeah, but we allow it for today.
Only today. Today
Okay.
But they're not
Look
coming.
at how, look how they're coming up.
You see them.
I don't see.
The bench of
Yeah,
them.
they're coming. Look. Look. They're happy. They can even see them. They're speaking now. Who's here now giving us all this food?
But you should have complained.
So what do you think we can do in Ghana to naturally create a lot of these opportunities for people? Because in almost every water, there are fishes. We're just not nurturing them. We're not doing what is right to industrialize the farming aspect. And even this food, we still don't know how to do it. We have to import it. But this is imported, right? So what do we know how to do? What is it that we can do? Plus one.
In Ghana, they're nothing.
I'm sure you can do something. The way you've been very respect with the camera. By now, if you want to do this, you should be able to do it all. What does this contain?
Ghana,
that we can be able to do here in the Volta region to even meet with the demand. Because apparently a lot of farmers need the feed. Because of the high cost, they are unable to buy more in order to expand their production. So some of us are actually working with the help of some institutions to help us facilitate the process so that we can be able to get and produce feeds locally to reduce the cost and expand production.
Okay. Well, I want to say, out of all the farms that we've created, this is one of the most very interesting farms. Like, I don't know, there's chicken farm, there's guinea fowl farm, there's sheep. We've done avocado farm, but fish is quite interesting. You know, they're quite peaceful in the water, and they're like, we're not coming anyway, just give us food to eat. You know, and we're gonna grow big for you, so one day you can eat us. But I know, but that's what we do, right? I'm just being factful. So how do they breed? That's another question. Where's the gentleman?
For breeding, we would have to keep them for identify a male and a female.
Hey,
The biggest size is we keep them for 2 years before we cross them. But for now, we'll be buying the fingerlings from breeders who are already breeding.
okay. So you need a 2-year-old fishes to breed.
Yes.
That means your investment will be stacked for 2 years before they breed.
Yeah, for the breeders. So we will select 2 of each. So 4 out of the 1,000 will be kept for breeding.
4 out of 1,000.
Yeah.
And they can breed another 1,000.
Yeah, they can.
But how long would it take?
Keeping them for
2 years. How long would it take? I mean, after the 2 years, how long would it take for them to breed 1,000 fishes?
Oh, at the bull, they can, for the 2, they can breed 1,000 at one, during one gestation, they can breed 1,000.
That's one pregnancy or what?
The 2 fishes.
The 2 fishes can breed 1,000.
is
They lay
important.
eggs in the numbers.
Chop a lot.
So then 1,000 can come.
Is it fishes?
That's interesting for 2 years to wait. Okay.
But they are not active.
I see one here.
They've had enough.
So they just say, settle down.
Why is it like this? At the feet. Is it too big for it? Maybe because of the birds, they are afraid. It's trying to get to the thing.
Rolex, have you
Tries
gotten
and
like
goes
the
back.
fish? Can you see through it?
It's just a few.
Okay.
Eat at once.
They are here more than the other that side.
Yes,
No, they
this side
sleep in
is
here.
just, yeah. Can you do something
They are
for
here
them
more.
to come up?
The feet usually bring them
Yeah,
up.
but this side has been stagnant. It's not moving. Nothing is going on in here.
No, are you sure they're there?
Yeah. This side is a lot here. There's no movement.
No, it's not, the fishes are not there. We used something to block the drain. That's what's showing us if.
No, not the white stuff.
No, no, no.
It's a
black,
bunch of black.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not fishing. Okay, I'm looking forward to see.
The outcome.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And do you think Rotarians are more into fishes in terms of farming?
There are quite a number of them around, but not as big as this two.
Oh, so we're already the biggest. All right. I just want the youth to be inspired and understand that we tend to eat everything we breed. But also, if we can think about the business aspect as how the breeding can become more of a business and multiply. You know, I like the fact that in 1 year, you can have maybe 12 out of this that you can keep for 2 years. In the 2 years, they can breed you about 6,000 to 8,000. And if you have 8,000 and you have 8 of this, it means your farm is very successful. Yeah. Like, I believe that in 2 years, you should have 10,000 at least of these fishes. 10,000 by 70 is 700,000. If it's by 100, then it's 1 million. For something that we started with 50,000, that would be interesting in 2 years. I pray for growth like this. Thank you guys very much, and it's great to be here. You want to say something? Happy?
But I also wanted to say something.
Please.
When you mentioned that we started with 50,000, you just click that. That shows the importance of financing for the youth. How many people have 50,000? So there is a need for that kind of support for the youth to take such initiatives, because
Absolutely.
you can have such a brilliant idea, but if you don't have anybody to give you that seed capital, then it remains a dream.
Yeah. I personally think that capital seed is needed in every business, and we shouldn't expect people to have money before they have capital. Sometimes we should expect the idea of being able to regenerate the capital that was invested in a business. It's what is going to support and convince people to invest into people. So it shouldn't just be about the capital. It should be that hunger of the youth wanting to do something. Because this same fish pond could have started from a mere river that is around the corner. So all it is just a water body in this. So this is what really is holding the fishes and feeding them. But there's a river behind here somewhere that those same breeded fishes can go in there, and it will cost them 2,000 or 3,000, and they can start breeding them and they can turn it around. I think it's more to do with the mentality of creating wealth out of business ideas than asking for capital to do the business. Because this can be depleted, this can become a failure if the supervision, the monitoring, and the passion to turn this around is not there. If someone decides to eat the fishes after 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, you're going to have 300 instead of 1,000. And if you have 300, you're not going to be able to expand if you sell it. So you're going to have these two things here for the next 10 years. And it would be of no value. But the art of Ghanaian youth understanding that their investment is also the time, the passion, the determination they put into business to see returns. That also I see as very important. It would attract us investors to do it. Like I would really put another 2 of this if they can double this. I did it for even the disabled industry. That one person can get themselves another tricycle. I had to buy them another one because for me it means that if you're able to double it, you can triple it. And after that, it's multiplication. And that's the mentality I think that the youth in this country should have. And besides everything I've said, this is a big thing. I mean, if I had this opportunity, when I was probably 10 years old, I would see it like it's heaven. I probably would not sleep just to wake up and come and see that the fishes are alive and they're growing. So passion is one thing. Determination brings a drive. Passion brings concentration. And then when you're able to reach the goal, that's when you actually fall in love with your business. That's what I want for Ghanaian youth. Thank you. Any questions before we go?
I am in the cassava farming. Last year I did 2 acres. This year I was able to multiply to 6 acres. I want to ask if there will be any support so I can increase and probably employ some of my friends into the cassava farming.
I mean, we intend to support all the youth in terms of what they're doing in business, especially agriculture. It kind of surprises me to see the Newforce doing what we're doing because it's like, what are we chasing? Are we chasing some presidential seat or we are chasing a nation to make them better? If you were to ask me, it's the second one. We're trying to make things better for people. We're trying to let them become a part of society and be encouraged by society with or without the power. And I think that's what the government and the leaders of our country are supposed to do for the youth, to encourage them to be business oriented and grow up, and understand expansion of businesses. So we are willing to do that for the youth. But the one main thing that I think is better is the industrial mindset around the farming itself. And when you understand the industrial mindset, you would now see that you don't need a 2-acre or 4-acre cassava farm. You will see that you need 100-acre going.
Exactly.
You understand? Because that's the only one that makes money. The 2-acre, you have to eat it yourself. It's like you use it for fufu and your family. Because if you try to sell it, you're not going to make a lot out of it. I think it's maybe 40 meters after one, right? What is the meter difference?
Well,
when you plant one here, you have to go
it's like
the spacing. So it's about 2 feet.
Yes, about 2 feet.
2 feet. Okay, so for an acre, you're looking at about 300 crops on that acre.
No, last year when I sold 2 acres, I got 8,000. So this year I'm expecting 20,000 from what I have now.
For 4 acres?
Yes, no, I have about 6 acres now.
6 acres.
Yes, please.
But then if you get 20,000, it's going to cost you 10,000 or more.
Yes, please.
So your profit is going to be less than 50%. The point that I'm making is that if you wait for 1 year for 8,000 doing a farm like that, farm is a big thing. So if you can look at it from the volumes perspective, then that's when you can really do things. Because I went to a cassava farm in one of the regions, and they're the ones they cut the cassava, prepare it, and they just come and take it. And the people didn't know that cassava, it's what they used to do here in this country. So there's spray starch, there's medicine, there are lots of things that the cassava does. but we only know it as cassava and we eat it. I think we eat the food more than, yeah, so they use for fufu, they use for gari, but they haven't processed it to the business level. Everything we're processing in this country is for us to feed ourselves with it. So you go to the market, you find gari, you go to the market, you find banche, you find fufu, but you won't find the processed cassava.
Now we have a factory around us that do buy in larger quantity. They process it into other things, and that is why.
What are the factories that you have around you? Is it from one of your own?
No, please, no, please.
Exactly. So, if somebody is coming to buy your cotton, and they send it to a factory, and they come back and give you a shirt, and you don't know how the process of the shirt is done, and you're buying the shirt, but you're the one that planted the cotton. How do you feel about that? Okay, so that's what the Newforce is about. That's the industrialization. So that mixing part, the mixing link is what we're trying to give to all of you. That there's no point losing that intelligence in between the farming and the culture, the agric itself, and the culture of the agric, which is what one thing can do. It can do 7 things. That 7 things, if you find out how it's done, you will see that it's machines that is squeezing something, cutting something, putting it into something, mixing it with something, packaging it, and then now it becomes a different taste completely. Exactly, and it's a high demand for it. Oh yeah, look. You see yam, you think yam is just for eating. But even if you're going to eat it, there's a whole lot of things that you can do with it. There's pounded, Nigerians only eat pounded yam. And they consume yam more than Ghana. There are almost 300 million people. So if we were doing already pounded yam in a sachet, that means Nigerians will be buying from us because they can't meet their demand. But we only take the yam and sell it directly, go home, put it on fire and eat it. So there's no processing. That's what Newforce is bringing into this nation, making sure that we go through the processing procedure so the next generational leaders that are coming would understand that the food is not just to eat, it's also for processing. You still eat out of it, but it will be processed. So we're not going to overfeed ourselves anymore. We're going to eat moderate. Like I want to say that it's one of the things that if I had to change the mentality of this country, I wouldn't do it by talking to people. I would do it by changing their diets. I'll repeat it again. If I have to change the mentality of the people in this country, I will not do it by talking sense into them, but it's just a matter of changing their diet. When the diet is reduced and well processed, the human becomes more active. When the diet is unprocessed, the human becomes more timid because it's heavy. What we're eating, we don't process it. If our food is crude oil, if our food is oil, it will be crude oil. It won't be petrol or diesel. It will be the direct crude. And therefore, if you put it in an engine, it will still run. But a matter of time, it will weaken it. So our food also kind of weaken us, but not by the body, by the brain, because you become overtired. And that's why Ghanaians suffer from blood pressure and diabetes and all of this at the old age, because our food is very heavy. We need to go through processing. It's important. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Rasta.
Thank you very much. You guys have done a great job.
This is our golden lady. But right now, we are the new voice, the new face, the new voice. On the 7th of December, no. So we went down anymore. And who said, one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The new beginning. They are making my way so. Now, you're going to see some more videos of me coming out. Listen. Now before we get okay. The CBP have a seat. On the 12th of this month. Okay. Somebody say about 12 o'clock and then we are born. Yeah, sir. About 12 o'clock. Sir. It's 12 o'clock, 12 months in the banner. Okay. It's telling you something. Yeah. I am number 12. I am the new change of this nation. I am bringing that rulership back. Yes. Why do I believe in Ghana so much?